Hey everybody, welcome to a little developer video here, preview of the current status of the project. Been working over the last few days. If anyone has been paying attention to the sneak peek channel in the Discord, I've been putting a lot of pictures up with uh, kind of what things look like, and I thought I'll just do a video and kind of show you exactly what the process has been like over the last week while I've been trying to integrate the blockchain into Unreal Engine 5 for Pocket Town. So essentially, we have a dummy world here set up, and it's just got something really simple in it, and it's a login scene. So when you log in, it's going to ask you for your account username and password like any other game. And when you create your account, it doesn't have a character. So if you have a character, I'm just going to edit the character here, and I'll show you what happens. This is if you have a character. It loads a preview of the character. Now, these are assets that the plugin comes with by default. So once we get our assets, the models for the apparel, I believe, are done. The hair is coming. We're going to put them into the engine, and then all of this stuff is going to go away, and it will actually be the assets from your Genesis stalls that you've purchased. The downside is that we have to get the blockchain to talk to Unreal Engine. So what we've done is we've got this details about these assets, right? So if I go into my database for this amazing thing, all we have is the asset name, which is the policy ID period, and then the hex version of the asset name. This is very common on a lot of NFTs and CNFTs. It has a IPS link for the doll preview that I just stored in here, and it has the doll name. So this is a list of every single doll we've minted, and this is the metadata for all those dolls, right? So what I've done is I've got a query where it gets you your name. So like this name here, this is what shows up. The hex version of this is what shows up when I query your wallets. And so I've created this table so that when you go to create a character, it's actually going to query your wallet, use the policy ID and the hex version in that same way, and get every single item that you have from the database, and it's going to create your inventory. So the first way that we had this done was a wrap box, and the wrap box is a lot cleaner to look at, but it used this widget that I had, and it's a an icon with text below it. And the problem is that some of the items have really long names, and when it wrapped the text, it kind of bled into the one below. I didn't really like it. It didn't look very clean, so I've changed it to a widget that is used in the plugin that we have, and I just took the way that it looks and I coded the rest of it myself so that it would function the way that we need it. And basically, as we go through, we have this little switch here. So when it asks your wallet stuff, it generates a list on the back end and sends you back this huge array of every single thing that you own. And this is the switch. As it goes through that, it looks for that slot, and then it goes through every item. So like this would be the paper doll, right? And we go through the for each loop of every single item, and we add it to a list, a collection, an array of strings, which is just the names of them. And we create that widget that I repurposed and initialize it, and then add it to the section on the UI. So we'll just show you what this looks like here. So I have to go and change the character. I have to basically delete this character from that account. And we will log back in with the same account, which doesn't have a character now. And now we get this create character button. So this is when I click this, it's going to ask the backend for my wallet assets. It's going to return it, and then it's going to build all of these. So you can see all of these individual items, and you can like click into each spot and change what you want. Everything is what you own in your wallet. So that's kind of how this works. Eventually, there's going to be a preview here. So as you change these things, it'll update it, and probably a character name and save character, create character, etc. Um, then yeah, once you log in, I will exit out of this and I'll show you what happens. So this is what happens when you have a character. and we just kind of log in, and we can run around in this little fake world that I have set up here. It's got all the stuff that we have for this current model and everything, and the way that the engine works right now, which will all change probably because we have to integrate other things into this, different systems and whatnot. But just want to give you guys an update on what it actually looks like, the flow of doing things with the current version. And yeah, I hope you enjoy and stay tuned for more.